Namaste and welcome to Magic of India. Thank you for listening in. I wanted to clarify a few challenges that go through most parents' minds when deciding whether they should join the Magic of India classes or take Hindi lessons in general. So here it is. I'm going to take you through each one of them. So a lot of you say that, "Oh, would you, Geeta, do a local class just near me somewhere? I live in such and such area." Now, this is it. I have done physical classes for the last 5 years. And in the 5 years, I noticed the inconsistency of you all being able to bring your children. Sometimes there's rain, sometimes some child is ill, sometimes I am ill. I came even though if I was ill in most cases. That being said, I realized that in the physical class, there is a mixed bag of children. So, some children who are learning faster, maybe because they're a little older or because their speed of learning is a little better, and some children who are very young and are need to be taught still in a playful way. They are all mixed together. So, while I can push these children who want to learn further ahead, there are a whole bunch of other children who just want to learn at a playful level. So there is a lot of inconsistency. When a new child comes to the class, there are all these other children who have raised to a level, but they have to wait for these new children to learn at this basic level. So what happens is, me as a teacher am not able to nurture and flourish the children who I can push ahead and grow. But what happens in my online web classes, which I do, I can immediately switch them into a batch where their capability levels are nurtured and they are encouraged to move further. So what do I do? What am I talking about these web classes? What I do is I now have moved for the last 2 years into a web-based platform. It's not Skype, it's like Skype. It's not a conference call, it's like a conference call. It is a special training platform made for me. And on this platform, there is a drawing board, a writing board. I can share videos. We can interact. All the children see me. I see them. It's a secure login because it's only a certain number of children, basically nearly only 6, who are sent, their parents are sent a link. The added advantage of these web classes is that if your child happens to miss a class, then I record the class if you let me know beforehand, mind you. So I record the class and the child doesn't miss a lesson at all. So you can come home and just play the lesson with the notebook and the child catches up. So there is no anxiety. So it's quite good. Another thing, you say, what is the right age for my child to come to the class? Here I would say it depends on the child. So around 4.5 is a nice age for your child to get started. Some children, especially girls, I find they are slightly bit more stable. They can start a little earlier. Boys are a little bit jumpy in between the age of 3 to 4. So I would say at that age, you could leave it a little later. But nonetheless, around 4.5 is a nice age to start. Now, how late can you leave it? I have a lot of children now coming in the age group of 12, 13, 14, and some adults coming when they are 18 and 19. British Asian kids, kids of mixed children, kids who are Indian. In fact, 2 children from India as well, who tell their parents, "Why didn't you teach me? Why didn't you teach me when I was small?" Do you want that to happen to your child? I didn't want it to happen to my child. My child also cribbed sometimes on what it is, "Mommy, why do I have to learn?" But once they come in, I try my best to make it very enjoyable, a lot of fun in the way that they would like to learn, and they completely enjoy the experience. You're welcome to do a trial class, by the way. Just send me a WhatsApp. The details are right here. Then you're saying, "Oh, what about screen time? I don't want my children to have screen time." Now, to this I would say there's a difference in screen time and screen time. Screen time is when our children are staring, mindlessly staring at some TV and watching it. Here, we are using technology to our advantage. We are using technology as an interactive medium. We are building a community there are 5, 6 children who are seeing each other, seeing me. We are all interacting with each other. You are using it to your advantage. Maybe you want a class in your area, but in your area, maybe there are just 3 children who may appear. That's not what we want. Here, you are guaranteed between 4 to 6 children for our little community of children to be together. You are guaranteed also, if your child is ill, to get that recording that I mentioned to you. Also, most importantly, we form a WhatsApp class group where we empower each other. So the children come back with their homework on your phone. They love that. They love getting hands on your phone and being able to come back. So they are more eager to learn and get back. And they see what other children are doing and they like that. It's like how they learn in school. They're learning Spanish as a curriculum, or they're learning French as a curriculum. Now they're learning Hindi as a curriculum. If you make it a must, term on term on term, you see the results. You see how it is building. I also offer them a beautiful certificate so they know that they are growing level to level. It gets its nice golden stamp, it gets posted to them, and really interesting, if you let the school know, the school actually puts it in the newsletter and presents it to your child at the assembly. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, I'll continue. Another problem you'd say, oh, I just want my child to speak. I don't want my child to learn all this reading, writing and everything. Well, the emphasis in the class is mainly on speaking. On different age groups and at different levels, I teach differently. With young ones, I play a lot, I sing a lot, and I try to explain to them the movement of the mouth, which is very different when you speak English. When you speak English, you have like a stiff upper lip. You can keep quite calm, yeah, and speak. But in Hindi, you got to use your mouth, your tongue, your teeth to pronounce things properly. Anyway, it's all learned very quickly in a really fun way. Now, it's important that our children learn some of the alphabets because there is a lot of distinction, a tiny, tiny distinction. In English, for example, there may be just T and D. But in Hindi, there's T, Th, D, Dh, Th, Th, D, Dh, Adh, Adh. Now, when they see it, they recognize it. So when I speak the sound or you speak the sound, they hear the sound. And that gives them the confidence to know that they are speaking it correctly. Okay? I guess you got sold on that. Now, you want a class? If you want to come to my class and you are saying that it clashes, Geeta, it clashes between the ballet class, this time is the football class. I can't do much about that right now. Right now, here is a group of children that have come together. These 6 children have come from different parts of the country or some even different parts of the world, and they are here. This is your community. If you want to take advantage of this community, it's there for you now. So if you can either connect with me through WhatsApp or calling and make a group of 5, 6 children for your child, or alternatively, you have a ready group. So if you can juggle a little bit of these classes, other classes, and shift them slightly, I'm still here for you. I really want our children to speak. All the children start at the foundation level, but very quickly they move. And they don't really have to move from foundation to level 1 to level 2. When I talk about these levels are all explained on the website. So you would be able to see it quite nicely. And you will see at each stage what our child learns. So, here you go. The lessons are here for offer. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm looking for a private teacher. You're welcome to do that. Geeta, would you take a private lesson? I would like to take a private lesson, but only encourage it for the short term. Because otherwise, this is what's going to happen. All your children will have is you speaking a little bit of Hindi and me speaking a little bit of Hindi. And they'll wonder, gosh, why are these 2 people in the whole wide world the only 2 people who are speaking to me? What is the relevance? What is the relevance of this language? They are not going to be happy with it for long. Maybe they will humor us for a little while. But when they see a group and they see a community, it gets really exciting. And they see, like in school, other children learning Latin. They learn Latin. Imagine. So, Hindi. So, this is it. They will learn Hindi in a little community, and we learn consistently online. Yes, I will do some meetups, and there will be some meetups and events and celebrations happening on the ground level. But to show consistent progress and learning, for you to see the result that your child is going to be able to speak, confidently, be able to recognize and be able to know how to put sentences together. When somebody speaks to them, they understand. That's going to be my aim. That's going to be a wonderful feeling for you. I want to see the nani and the dadi having a tear in their eye that your child can be able to speak. That is the aim. And that is the beautiful thing that is going to happen when you try these classes and when you do these classes. Now, a lot of you would say, okay, I'm thinking between Hindi and Gujarati or Hindi and Tamil. Now, that's completely your choice. All I can say is, yes, Hindi is a very popular language. Lot of entertainment through Bollywood. So they will enjoy a lot of movies as well. So it's a language that if you read, if you can read, write a little bit, of course, and speak quite well, you'd enjoy a lot of entertainment. Anyway, if there are any other questions or anything else that I may have missed and you need to clarify, I'm here for you. Thank you very much.